The continued stationing of large amounts Soviet forces in Eastern Europe made a common defense organization necessary. It was also a way to keep the United States and Canada engaged in the defense of Western Europe from the outset of any conflict, furthering the alliance's deterrent value. Article 5 of the NATO Charter is the real meat of the alliance agreement. An attack on one member is considered an attack against all. Interestingly, although Article 5 was long associated with a possible Soviet attack on Western Europe, the only time it was invoked was after the September 11 attacks. The NATO alliance has sought to standardize on a variety of military equipment. Ships, aircraft and armored vehicles are often purchased by multiple NATO member countries. Rifle magazine designs are standardized for interoperability purposes, so that a British SA-80 rifle will take magazines from a Norwegian Heckler and Koch 416. Tank main gun ammunition, machine gun ammunition, artillery and mortar rounds are all standardized. Here are some of the alliance's most lethal combat systems, each operated by 2 or more member states. If there was ever a common NATO fighter aircraft, the F-16 is it. Belgium, Denmark, Greece, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Turkey and the United States all fly one variant of the F-16 or another. In the 3 decades since deliveries began, each country upgraded their fighters at their own pace, leaving the NATO fleet widely varied in capability. Originally conceived as a lightweight dogfighter with strong export potential, the F-16 has gradually evolved into a genuine multi-role fighter. Over its long career in NATO service, a Dutch F-16 shot down a MiG-29 in the Balkans, and Dutch, Belgian, Danish and Norwegian F-16s have bombed targets in the Balkans, Afghanistan and Libya. The F-16 multinational development program was the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter of its time. Most NATO F-16 fleets will be eventually replaced by the F-35. Panzerhaubitze 2000, a self-propelled howitzer produced by Krauss-Maffei-Wegmann of Germany. The PZH 2000, as it is known, is one of the most modern artillery systems fielded by NATO. It replaced the American-made M109 in German service and is currently fielded by Germany, Greece, Italy and the Netherlands. The PZH 2000 features a 155mm L52 howitzer. Howitzer barrel length is thus 52 times the diameter of the bore, in other words 8.06 meters long. A crew can fire a burst of 3 rounds in 9 seconds, but that rate is unsustainable over the long term due to barrel heating issues. A rate of about 10 rounds a minute is, however, sustainable and effectively offers triples the firepower of the old M109. The rapid rate of fire of the PZH 2000 makes time on target (TOT) barrages by a single howitzer achievable. Type 212 submarine, the most advanced diesel-electric submarine in NATO. The Type 212 is an extremely quiet diesel-electric submarine engineered to patrol the Baltic and Mediterranean seas. An air-independent propulsion system, AIP, allows the Type 212 to stay submerged for up to 3 weeks. Only 1,450 tons surface, the 212 is a small submarine operated by a crew of less than 30. Despite the 212's small size, it has a very long patrol range of up to 15,000 kilometers surfaced, or between 780 and 3,000 kilometers submerged, depending on speed. The 212 in German service is armed with the DM2A4 Hake heavyweight torpedo, while those in Italian service are armed with the Black Shark torpedo. The German Bundesmarine is taking delivery of at least 6 Type 212s, while the Marine Militaire will take 4. Colt Canada C7A1 assault rifle. Colt Canada, a division of Colt's manufacturing company, builds small arms based on the M16 pattern for Canada. Unlike its parent Colt, Canada has managed to build a following among NATO countries. Canada, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands and Denmark all equip their armed forces with Colt Canada rifles. The main rifle, the C7A1, is a variant of the M16A3. It has the same 20-inch barrel as the M16A3 and has provisions for semi-automatic and fully automatic fire. The Colt M16A2, on the other hand, can only fire semi-automatic in 3-round burst. A second rifle, the C8, substitutes a shorter length 14.5 barrel and is very similar to the U.S. Army and Marine Corps M4 carbine. Rate of fire for both guns is identical at 750 to 950 rounds per minute, and the guns can be fed from NATO standard 30-round magazines. Colt and DMACO also paired up to develop a squad automatic weapon variant of the series. The DMACO light support weapon features an enlarged straight gas tube and an almost 1-inch thick heavy barrel to make the barrel less susceptible for overheating and hence increase the sustained or effective rate of fire capability. The LSW can only fire automatically. The LSW has a boxy square handguard with a carrying handle and a vertical foregrip that can be used as a monopod. The LSW was made with no bayonet lug until recently because of the original bipod. A new bipod attaches to the same barrel yoke as the carrying handle and front grip, so current LSWs are made with a bayonet lug. Unlike many M16 variants, it fires from an open bolt, necessitating the removal of the forward assist for operating safety. It was the only weapon in the DMACO product line to feature an M16A2 type fully adjustable rear sight, allowing the rear sight to be dialed in for specific range settings between 300 and 800 meters and to allow windage adjustments without the need of a tool or cartridge. The LSW is used by the Royal Danish Army and the Netherlands Marine Corps, LOAW, LOAWNLD. These arms fire from a closed bolt and also have a semi-automatic firing mode and forward assist. The DMACO LSW was originally a license-produced variant of the Colt 750, but both Colt and DMACO have upgraded their respective weapons to include features like a detachable carry handle and other features separately. FN MAG General Purpose Machine Gun. The FN MAG was developed by Fabrique Nationale of Belgium in the early 1950s, just as armies around the world were waking up to the general purpose machine gun concept. The MAG was adopted by almost all of the NATO countries, including Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Greece, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Turkey, the United Kingdom, and even the United States. Rate of issue is at the platoon and squad levels. The 26-pound weapon system fires 7.62 mm rounds from linked belts. Rate of fire is 650 to 950 rounds per minute, and the MAG has a quick change system for replacing overheated barrels. The weapon can be fired from the prone position hip on a tripod or mounted on helicopters and armored vehicles. Despite being nearly 70 years old, the MAG is still in production and shows no sign of slowing down, with only slight improvements made to reduce weight. The MAG operates via a long-stroke piston system which utilizes the ignited powder gases generated by firing vented through a port in the barrel to propel a gas piston rod connected to the locking assembly. The barrel breech is locked with a vertically tilting downward locking lever mechanism that is connected to the bolt carrier through an articulated joint. The locking shoulder and camming surfaces that guide the locking lever are located at the base of the receiver. The unlocking sequence starts after 15 mm, 0.6 in, rearward gas piston rod movement to keep the breech block fully locked until the bullet has left the gun barrel and the high-pressure propellant gas pressure has dropped to a safe level. The MAG fires from an open bolt. Both the spring-powered extractor and ejector are contained in the bolt. After firing, spent cartridge casings are removed downwards through an ejection port normally covered by a spring-loaded dust cover at the bottom of the receiver. The machine gun has a striker firing mechanism. The bolt carrier acts as the striker as it contains a channel that houses the firing pin which protrudes out from the surface of the bolt upon firing, an automatic-only trigger assembly and a manual cross-bolt push-button safety which is located above the pistol grip. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do like, share and subscribe to this channel for more exciting content. See you in the next one.